Well, the weekend is almost here. You're tired from a long week's work, sitting in front of your favorite tanks, admiring your favorite fish, dreaming about what you're going to find at your local fish store tomorrow. So that must mean it's time for only one thing: a species shout out.
Tonight's fish needs no introduction. It's possibly the most recognizable fish in the entire freshwater hobby. It kind of looks like a bar of soap that somebody dropped onto a zebra crossing, and it's akin to many men in that it wants to spend its entire time in a warm, wet, dark, tight-fitting hole. At first glance, it's tiny, just over 3 inches, but don't be fooled. This isn't a bottom dweller. This is a celebrity in a pinstripe suit. Rare, expensive, and very, very exclusive. This then is the Zebra Pleco. Unlike most fish in this series, the Zebra Pleco comes from just one place on Earth: the Rio Xingu in Brazil. A river so fast and furious it makes the Nürburgring look like a Sunday drive to the garden centre. There the water is clear, rocky, packed with oxygen and blasting downstream at motorway speeds. Imagine white water rafting every day for your entire life. That's home. But then came the dams. Suddenly this raging torrent turned into a lukewarm Travelodge bath. Oxygen levels dropped, habitats had vanished, and the Zebra Pleco, perfectly built for rapids, was left stranded in a Peppa Pig puddle. Because of this, the world had to step in. The Zebra Pleco is now listed under CITES or CITES Appendix III, which basically means that getting one, a wild one, without the paperwork is about as likely as robbing a bank using a wheelbarrow and a water pistol. International trade requires permits and paperwork. In Brazil, exporting wild ones has been banned since 2004. Try to sneak one of these home in your suitcase and you'll be explaining yourself to customs faster than you can say stripy catfish. Now most plecos are vegetarian lawnmowers. They hoover up algae like a Mr. Escobar customer hoovers up chalk dust. But the Zebra Pleco? No. Salad is off the menu. Bring on the steak. Perhaps even surf and turf. Worms, shrimp, protein-rich sinking pellets, mussels, cockles, anything you like as long as it's meaty to the core. Feed it only algae wafers and you may as well be trying to fatten up a lion on celery. What does it take to keep one? Now you don't need an Olympic swimming pool. A 100-litre tank will do just fine for not one, but a small group. Keeping these is almost as expensive as buying them. You must have caves, lots of caves, because without caves, these fish sulk harder than a teenager who's just been told to empty the dishwasher. You also need strong oxygenation. Think Dyson hand dryer rather than a shrew with a birthday cake. And the water? Warm. Really warm. 27 to 32 degrees Celsius. Soft, slightly acidic. Yes, it's recreating the Amazon in your living room. If you're very, very lucky, they will breed. This is a Holy Grail moment, and it certainly was for us. The first time you check a cave and there's eggs. It is a real hallelujah moment. Although, having done it for several years, it is not actually that much more involved or difficult than breeding a lot of the other hypans. But this one, it always seems to have a certain amount of credit. When they're breeding, the male will pick a cave and they will quite often fight over them, as you've seen in this video. He will polish it like a guy polishing his pride and joy on his driveway, and then he will invite the female in. If she likes it, she will go inside, lay the eggs, and as soon as she has done, he'll slam the door like a doorman at a nightclub. Now, it's worth knowing that breeding, the trapping process where the male keeps the female in the cave, is potentially brutal and fatal. Not always the case, but if a female isn't ready, she can be starved to death or fatally injured inside the cave. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out. Until the fry are ready, and even then, you're only coming in if your name is on the list. Now, if you pull this off, you haven't just bred another fish. You've recreated a piece of the Amazon in your living room. And that, frankly, is like winning the aquarium lottery. So, that is the Zebra Pleco. Protected by CITES, endangered by dams. Carnivorous despite looking like every other algae grazer, and still one of the most striking fish in the entire hobby. Forget the Mona Lisa. Forget the crown jewels. This is 3 inches of absolute perfection that doesn't want to leave its hole.